hello there, wiggers and niggers. It's your boy, Uppity White Guy again. UWG on this channel. Uncle Uppity. So look, you know, I've been watching, I haven't actually been watching, because still not a lot of people watch the WNBA. But the WNBA has been around for like decades. I bet you didn't know that. I didn't even know it. Because back in 2000, nobody knew what the fuck it was. But apparently it's been around for a couple decades. It hasn't made any money. No one's ever watched. It's a bunch of chicks that dribble a ball. And if you put them up against any collegiate male, even, you know, in college, male team, they would be wiped off the court, more than likely. So again, it's you know, it's a bunch of semi-talented. Oh look, we're gonna gaslight you and tell you how talented these people are. Could they beat me? Yes. They're a bunch of 8-foot-tall black lesbians. Of course, they could beat me in many ways. But that's not the point. You know, player per player, you put them up against a collegiate team, you know, in college, male, they'd wipe the court with them. So they're not really pro level, like we say, NBA. Okay, not even close. But we're gonna say, because women can do it, because feminism, again, this is one of these things where women can do it just as well as men. Well, no, they can't. But we gave them their league, and, you know. And so for decades and decades and decades, this league has been floundering out there, and nobody knew about it. Well, now they got two, mainly one, really talented white girl. And she's actually can play. You know, she's like the Larry Bird of the league. And she put them on the map. Let's put it this way. Now people are like, still, it's not good, but more people are watching. And more people are talking about it. All because of white girl. They had all these black girls in there before. No one gave two shits. But this white girl comes along, Caitlin Clark, and she can play ball. And so, some people are, like, watching more now, and they're like, oh, look, there's a women's league. And people noticed after, like, 30 years or something of not noticing it even existed. And so now it's drawing some people. Of course, there's complaints about some of these women thinking they should make $1 million. No. I say this. Put one of these women up against, you know, fucking anybody. I don't give a fuck. LeBron James. Anybody. I don't even watch the NBA anymore, but put them up against any Boston Celtics. Put them up against somebody off the bench. A second string. You know? One-on-one. Play a game of horse. Or 21 or something. If they could beat them, then maybe they get paid. Well, they won't. They won't. So, they should get paid what the fuck they get paid. Because they're not a real basketball league. But okay, more people are watching, a lot more than were, because of Caitlin Clark. Because she can actually play, like I said. She's got real skills. And maybe they're watching because she's white. Who the fuck knows? But the thing is, she's got real skills. And that's what counts for her team. And she's bringing attention to the league. But instead of thanking her, all the black lesbians now are beating the shit out of her on the court. Because what we all know, if, you know, if a white person succeeds, oh, it's white privilege, nigga. Oh, everybody racist. Nobody even knew you existed until Caitlin Clark helped you. They should be all kissing her ass. All the black lesbians basically should be offering her sex favors or something right now, or kissing her ass, because she gave them a job. Again, the white man comes along, gives you a job. Oh, no, that's not what happened. Yes, it's what happened. She can play, and a lot of these other people, like this Angel Reese, that thinks she's scary talented, throws up bricks a lot, thinks she's a supermodel and she's beautiful. I don't know if she keeps posting this shit. I think she does, about how good looking she is. but her eyes are like super far apart. She looks like that character in Ice Age, or a Star Wars freak, where her eyes are like super far apart, and she's got that like black girl hair that's like constantly pasted on the forehead. You know what I mean? That shit. I don't know what that is. And so she's not really good looking, and she's got a huge mustache all the time that she needs to be aware of. But she keeps saying how beautiful she is and she could be a model. Yeah, again, elevating her worth to something it's not. Elevating her self-worth. She's not worth a lot, but thinks she is. And so she's complaining. She complains about it all the time, about racism and Caitlin Clark. Meanwhile, if there was no Caitlin Clark, she wouldn't have a job. Again, it's the white man giving you, or a white person giving you a job. Basically is what it is. So then you got this other chick, Brittany Griner, who, unbelievable. Unbelievable. You would think this chick, she is so lucky. So lucky. She's suspected of being a guy. And I suspect that she is a trainee, but nobody will test this chick. They just let her play. She's got no tits. She's like 8 feet tall and sounds like a man. But that doesn't set off any bells and whistles for the liberals. At all. Because they don't know what a woman is, apparently. So she's screaming about racism. Meanwhile, she should keep her mouth shut. This chick went over to Russia with some weed in her bag. Claimed she didn't know it was there. If I smoked weed, which I don't, I would check my fucking luggage thoroughly before going to Russia. If you're an American, boy, you better stand up straight and say yes, sir, and no, sir, when you're in their country. I mean, just brains. None of these chicks have it. None of these chicks got any fucking brains. We traded a Russian's arms dealer for a black tranny lesbian basketball player. Sounds like a fair trade. Are you fucking kidding me? We put a dangerous guy back out there so that we could get a black tranny back on the basketball court. Worst trade ever. And she's not thankful at all. All she keeps talking about is racism, 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 because they cannot stand that a white person is doing better at what they consider to be their sport. You know, they cannot stand when a white person does it better. It's like the most successful African American on the planet is white. Elon Musk. He's an African American by definition. And he's white. They cannot stand this. Because they keep claiming they invented this, invented that, invented this, invented that, and all this horse shit. But lo and behold, when a white guy comes in and goes, this is how it's done, and does it better, you know, gives you electricity, gives you air conditioning, a toilet, a car, a plane, a house, you know, roads, sewer system. Oh, he stole it from us. Shit. You know, this kind of crap. No, you didn't invent anything. None of you niggas did. It was because of the whites that you have anything today. And you were freed by white people. And white people died for your freedom. But we'll get to that in my next post, okay? So you got this Brittany Garner and Andrew Reese and a lot of these other big black lesbians and trans people playing basketball. Sounded like men, built like men, very suspicious. Caitlin Clark comes along and just beats the shit out of everybody in the game. So what do? They slap her around, they punch her in the throat when she's down. All this crap, if this was done to them, oh my god, white people just beat up a black, oh my god. But it's fair to do it to a white player. And by the way, that's your cash cow. They're so fucking dumb. Without her, like, the viewership just drops off. Nobody's gonna watch again. And nobody will know you exist again. And then that will be racism, right? No, it's because you suck. That's your talented player right there. And because she's white, they're having a shit fit. Again. Blacks being racist, blacks being thugs. I don't understand how much more clear it needs to be. The WNBA, they're lucky it even exists. Okay, it's a bunch of really semi or non-talented black lesbian / trannies. And You got one talented person, maybe two. You got that blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. You know, the girl that points. She's hot, too. Sophie, whatever her name is. She's on the same team as Caitlyn. Again, another white. They can't stand her. The racism is so fucking clear, it's not even funny. But, for some reason, it's okay. Because you're racist against white people. The white people that get things done. Again, viewership to your league is because of these white people. Not because of you. No one pays to see a bunch of black lesbians who are built like men. No one pays to see this. Okay, they're paying to see the white girls and the talented white girls. But again, instead of actually proving your talent, oh, they stole this, they stole it, because they cannot achieve anything themselves. That league barely would even exist. It's a joke. It's just put there to give women something to do because of these feminists. Again, any, college, collegiate team, you can take Duke, anybody, and put them up against WNBA professional basketball players, and they'll wipe the court with them. Easily. They will lose. Women think they could do, we filled their heads with this shit, that they could do anything a guy could do. Very, 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 very rare. They just can't seem to do it. Don't know what it is, but they can't seem to do it. Even the butch bulldyke ones can't seem to do it. Most of the time. The world would not be here as we know it if it wasn't for men. Toxic masculinity built the world. Testosterone did not get built by a bunch of estrogen, pump it out kids. Didn't get built by that. Did not get built by that. You wouldn't have roads, air conditioner, cars, I could go on and on. Airplanes, you wouldn't. So again, a bunch of racist blacks playing basketball, who would imagine that? That's what the NBA is. It's probably 99% racist black butch lesbians. That's what it is. Okay, you got one or two talented players and they happen to be white. Okay, yeah, you should thank the white person. Thank you, white person, for coming in and giving us a job. But no, instead of gratitude, you get racism. This is the shit you get. I don't even watch the fucking shit, to be honest. That Sophie chick is hot, though. I would totally hit that. But I don't even watch this fucking lesbian league. I don't even watch it. I know my former supervisor at Walmart, Missy, she probably watches it and drools over all the black lesbian dykes, but she's a bull dyke anyway. So, remember what I said. It's not all of them, but it's always them. Fuck. Damn, nigga.